and welcome to the Finance 360-degree sessions in which we cover the relevant and important finance current affairs and the RBI notifications, RBI press releases which are very important from your examination point of view. And I have brought for you a very important news article that is not only important from the RBI Grade B point of view but also for the NABARD Grade A, SEBI Grade A point of view. So the Reserve Bank of India has released the Digital Payment Index for the March 2024 in the July 2024. Okay, so in July, recently the Reserve Bank of India has released the recent digital payment index value. Okay, and in the NABARD Grade A, in the phase 2, in the descriptive part, there was a question from the financial inclusion index. Similarly, the digital payment index is also very important for the NABARD Grade A examination, and this is very important for the RBI Grade B objective and descriptive part of the examination. So I hope I am clearly audible and visible. Give me a thumbs up if everything is fine. And good morning everyone, good to see all of you in the session. So today we are going to have the detailed discussion regarding the digital payment index. What is digital payment index as well as what is the current value of the DPI, okay, that we are going to discuss. Now before starting with the news article, do subscribe to the YouTube channel of EduTap so that you can continue getting these videos, as well as join our Telegram channel, because in the Telegram you will get the PDF of the session, okay. So the PDF you will get in the Telegram channel, and the link of the Telegram channel is provided in the description box below. Okay, so I'm getting the thumbs up, that means everything is fine. So let's start with today's topic, that is the Reserve Bank of India has been publishing a composite Reserve Bank of India digital payment index since January 1, 2021. So in January 1, 2021, the Reserve Bank of India announced that we are going to publish the digital payment index, and since January 1, 2021, the Reserve Bank of India has been continuously publishing the digital payment index with March 2018 as base. So you know that in an index we have to compare the digital payments. So that means we need some base year. So the base year for the digital payment index is 2018. So first of all, the Reserve Bank of India started publishing the digital payment index since January 1, 2021, and digital payment index, this shows the deepening of the digital payments, that how many people of the country are engaged in the digital payment, how far off areas are getting involved in the digital payments, as well as what is the penetration of the digital payments to the country okay. So this is the basic idea, that digital payment index, it tries to show you the extent of the digital payment or the reach of the digital payment in the country, even to the far off areas, okay, and how much development, how much increase that is happening in the digital payment. Now for the digital payment index, we have the base year 2018 against which we compare all the other periods, okay. And the digital payment index, this is biannual, that means this is released twice in a year. That is the basic idea about the digital payment index, and this captures the digital payment index, captures the extent of the digitization of the payments across the country. So this is the basic idea of the digital payment index, okay. This is live, Abhishek. So now the index for March 2024 stands at 445.50 as against 418.77 for September 2023. That is, from September 2023 to March 2024, there is the increase in the value of the index. There is increase in the digital payment index value. That means what has happened, that our digitization has improved. There is more digital payments that are being done in the country, okay. And this shows you there is the growth that has happened. There is the growth that has happened of the digital payments. The digital payments have rose by 12.6% at the end of March 2024 as compared to the previous year. So digital payments across the country have registered a growth of 12.6%. That is the growth of year on year. That is, if you see the digital payment index data for March 2023, it was 395.57. From March 2023, we have grown in the digital payment index. In the March 2024, the data for March 2024 DPI is 445.5. So this shows you a growth of 12.6%. percentage. From March 2023 to March 2024, there is a growth of digital payments that is by 12.6 percentage, and you can see that the DPI index value, the digital payment index value has increased from 395 to 445. So this is the basic idea about the digital payment index. I hope this is clear. Okay. Now there are 5. So digital payment index, this has increased to 445.5. This is the value of the DPI for March 2024. For March 2024. That is higher as compared to September 2023, and this is higher as compared to March 2023. That is, if we see year on year, if we compare March 2023 to March 2024, there is a growth of how many percentage? There is a growth of 12.6%. So this is the basic idea, okay? And the DPI, Digital Payment Index, it is released for March and for September, okay? There are 2 time periods, that is for March every year and for So the RBI DPI comprises of 5 broad parameters. There are 5 broad parameters of the Digital Payment Index. The RBI DPI comprises of 5 broad parameters that enable the measurement of the deepening and penetration of digital payments in the country over different time periods. So how much there is the deepening, how much there is the penetration of the digital payments in the country, that is shown by the Digital Payment Index. And this Digital Payment Index, it is made of 5 broad parameters. The first broad parameter is the payment enabler. You require internet for the digital payments. For UPI, you require internet, right? You require the mobile phones. For the UPI payments, for internet banking and such kind of payments, you require mobile also. If you do not have the internet, if you do not have the mobile, let's say you are going to a shopkeeper and you are purchasing something and you want to pay digitally. So there is the Aadhaar card details that can be used. So I hope you have heard about the Aadhaar enabled payment system. So Aadhaar enabled payment system, through this the merchants, they have this Aadhaar enabled payment system and they are taking your biometric, they are taking your thumbprint, or they are taking, just a second. So they are taking your thumbprint or they are taking your biometric, so that, now is it fine? So they are taking your biometric to take the payment from your account. So your bank accounts, they are connected with the Aadhaar card, and the Aadhaar card consists of your biometric details also. So you are giving your biometric detail, or you are giving the thumbprint or the eye scan to the to the merchant, and the merchant is able to transfer the money from your account to his or her own account for the payment that you have to do. So this is Aadhaar enabled payment system that is allowed for the merchants, through which you can get the money. Then there is the bank accounts. Then there are the bank accounts. You require the bank account for the payments. If you do not have a bank account, the UPI, like how you will connect the UPI or how you will get the payments through the UPI. Okay. So this is the basic idea. Then there is the participants. So participants are required. They are payment enablers. They are the ones that are starting the payments. Okay. The merchants are required. They are the payment enablers through which the payment is happening or through which the payment is initiating. Then there is the requirement of the payment infrastructure demand side. The demand side, the payment infrastructure is required in the demand side. You require the debit cards, credit cards for the payments. Prepaid payment instruments, that is wallets, are required for the payments, let's say, or customer registered mobile and internet banking, or through the FASTags. Through these systems you are able to pay. Through these systems you are able to pay. These are the payment infrastructure demand side. These are the infrastructure that is required in the demand side. Then there is the supply side. These are the infrastructure that you require in the supply side. For the supply of the digital payments, you can understand bank branches are required. Okay, the business correspondents that are helping the bank branches, they are required. The ATMs, the POS terminals, the QR codes, the intermediaries are required for the supply side, for the payment, for the digital payments. Okay, so this is the payment infrastructure for the supply side. Then there is the payment performance, that the digital payment volume has increased or not, the value of the digital payments has increased or not. So this is the digital payment system volume. and the value. So payment performance shows you that, okay, how much is the increase in the volume of the payment, digital payments, what is the increase in the value of the digital payments. So this is the basic idea. Okay, the brightness, is it fine now? Okay, then there is the unique users, that how much is the addition of the unique users, the new users, how many unique users or the new users have added in the digital system. Okay, then there is the paper clearing, that paper clearing has reduced, now digital payments are happening, that means you require less of the paper clearing, you require less of the checks or less of the cash. So this is the basic idea. Currency in circulation should be reducing so that you are able to use more of the digital payments, and cash withdrawals should be reducing. So this shows you payment performance. Payment performance is better, that means digital payments are happening more and cash withdrawals are low. Okay, so this is the basic idea. So now coming to the next point, that is consumer centricity. Consumer centricity means that we have to make the consumers aware. How can we make the consumers aware? Through the awareness and education programs. The declines of the payment should be less, that if you are making the payment to the merchant, you do not have any cash, and if the payments are getting declined, so that is a bad thing, right? Because you will lose trust on your payment system, you will lose trust on your UPI system or whichever system you are using. So declines should be less, complaints should be handled in a prompt manner, as well as fraud should be less, system downtime should be less, that means the system should be working in a fast manner. So these are the 5 broad parameters. These broad parameters or these indicators are used for the calculation of the digital payment index. Payment enablers that are initiating the payment or that is required for any payment to happen. Okay, so these are the payment enablers. Then payment infrastructure, demand side, you must have some infrastructure with yourself, you must have some cards or some equipments with yourself for the payment system to happen. Then there is the payment infrastructure supply side, that is the supply should happen, like the bank branches should be there, the ATM should be there, so that you are able to use the digital payments or you are able to do the payments in a fast manner. Then there is the payment performance, that how the digital payments are performing. Then there is the consumer centricity, that the consumers have to be made aware about. Now, which of these 5 broad parameters have the highest of the weightage? So it is the payment performance that has 45% of the weightage. So highest weightage is given to the payment performance. Then second highest weightage is given to the payment enablers, that is 25%. Then 15% of the weightage is given to the supply side payment infrastructure, and 10% of the weightage is given to the payment infrastructure demand side, and 5% of the weightage is given, the least of the weightage is given to the consumer centricity. So this is the complete idea. Now anyone has any confusion? No, APS is like APS, you can say that APS is a system, but Aadhaar card is enabling the payment. Aadhaar card is enabling the APS payments, right? So Aadhaar card is a payment enabler. If you do not have a Aadhaar card, then the APS payment will not happen. So APS is a system. We are talking about Aadhaar card, the Aadhaar card that is enabling the digital payment through the APS system. Is it clear now, Shwetank? So now construction of the index. So the RBI DPI has been constructed with March 2018 as the base period, that is DPI score of March 2018 is set at 100. So digital payment index score of March 2018 is set at 100, and against that value the recent values are being compared. So recent value is how much for March 2024? The recent value is 445.5. So this is the recent value, and you can see the growth of from 100 to 445. So RBI DPI is published on RBI's website on semi-annual basis. Okay, that is twice a year it is released. From March 2021, there was the semi-annual release of the DPI, that is the digital payment index, and with a lag of 4 months. That means for March 2024, you can see that the March 2024 digital payment index was released in July 2024. So similarly, the September 2024 DPI index will be released with a lag of 4 months. So this is the basic idea, and here you can see that the Reserve Bank of India introduced the RBI Digital Payment Index. This happened on 1st January 2021, and since then there was the regular release of the Digital Payment Index. Okay. Now the RBI has introduced the Digital Payment Index, and the RBI DPI has been constructed with March 2018 as the base period. DPI score for March 2018 is set at 100, and the DPI for March 2019, March 2020 was released. So from March 2018, the data was given. For March 2018, that is 100. And for March 2019, September 2019, March 2020, September 2020, for all of these, the data points were also released so that we have a continuous data flow. So Reserve Bank of India released the Digital Payment Index on March 1st, 2021. And from then onwards, from March 2021 onwards, there was the continuous release of the DPI index that has happened. But for data before that also, from 2018 to 2020, data is also provided by the Reserve Bank of India, and this data was somehow provided in 2021 itself. That is the RBI DPI for March 2019, March 2020. For this, the data was provided in 2021. Okay, so this is the basic idea. Now, what is the current news article? That the RBI DPI for March 2024 has been released, and RBI DPI index has increased across all the parameters, all the 5 parameters, driven by significant growth in the payment performance and payment infrastructure across the country over the period. And the index series, this is the whole series, and the current data is March 2024, that is 445.5. Okay, so this is the current data, and from March 2023 to March 2024, there is the growth of 12.6% in the digital payments. Now, if any confusion anyone has? See, there are going to be different systems like UPI is there, AEPS is there, NEFT is there, IMPS is there. So we do not include such such things directly in these 5 parameters. These 5 parameters are showing you that which are the enablers which are helping you to do the digital payment. What is the demand side parameters? What is the supply side parameters? Okay. Then we have the payment performance and consumer centricity. So these are the 5 broad parameters that you have to remember about, and you have to remember the weight of these 5 parameters. Got it? Got it? Now, before going to the questions, so this is the first question. I hope you will be easily able to answer this question. So in the RBI Grade B previous year, in the previous year examination, there was a question regarding the highest weightage. So now the answer was payment performance. But what is the weight of the payment performance? That also you must know about. So I hope you will be easily able to answer this question. But before going to the next question now, I want to show you the website that EduTap has created. So it is edutap.co.in, and here in the free material, you can go to the blog section. The blogs are prepared for you to provide you the information regarding the examination, and if you go to the end of the page, you will see that the exam information is provided here, and you can get the exam information for different examinations. Let's say about RBI Grade B or about any other examination you want information. So here the information is provided to you, the syllabus, the pattern of the examination, the important topics for GA and for quant and such. So here much of the information has been provided to you that you can utilize for your examination. Okay. Now here, as well as you have the strategy, that what strategy can you adopt for different components, so that you can use, as well as in the success stories are provided to you, so that you can read about the success stories, about the strategy that the toppers have adopted for their clearing the exam. Okay. As well as if you want to go and see the courses of EduTap, you can go to the courses section in the main page, and let's say you want to see the RBI Grade B course. So you can see it here, how much of there it is provided, as well as who are teaching, who are the faculties for which subject. So all the information you can get here, as well as what you are getting live classes summary sheet in the crash course. You are getting live classes of all the faculties, summary sheet, mind map, mock test. So you can know more about the courses also. So this is the complete website that we have created, so that you can know more about EduTap. You can know more about the examination that you are preparing for. Okay. So this is the first question. Now coming to the second question, this is the second question. I hope you will be easily able to answer this question also. Let me see the queries. Finance current affairs is required for IFSC at least 2 3 months of finance current affairs. Shwetanshu, yes, both the numbers have to be focused on, because digital payment index, like when in the newspapers also, no? In the newspapers also it is given that from September 2024 the data has increased to March 2020, from September 2023 to March 2024 there is the increase that has happened from 418.77 to 445.50. So this data you have to remember, as well as from March to March 2023 to March 2024 you have to remember that there is a growth of 12.6% in the digital payments. Okay, so this is the second question. Now I hope you will be able to answer this question. Do tell me the answer of both the homework question in the comment section. And thank you very much everyone. Thank you for attending the session. This is it for the session. If you have any query, you can comment down below also. Will this series be enough? So nothing can be enough for the examination. If you are preparing for IFSC, you have to focus more on the IFSC related news articles while we cover more of the general finance current affairs and more of the RBI notifications and RBI press release. Okay. So this is it from my side. Thank you very much for attending the session, everyone. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for attending. I hope you will be able to answer the questions. Do tell me in the comment section that what are the answer of the questions. Palak, I have, like, for IFSC, it might not be enough. You have to focus on IFSC related current affairs also. So focus on that. Okay. You're most welcome, Pooja and Titanium. Thank you for